Recovering a snapper lawnmower from the Georgia jungle. William Hovey Smith, 2015. I am the author of Backyard Deer Hunting, and occasionally we need to retrieve a piece of our equipment from the woods.
This is Hovey Smith with Hovey's Outdoor Adventures. And the problem today is retrieving the snapper lawnmower from out in the woods. We have been using it for the last several days, and for reasons unknown, I cannot get it restarted again. We have tried the usual things like jumping it off again with a very hot battery. As a matter of fact, a marine grade battery, and we could not get it to fire and could not get it to go. There's something wrong in the ignition system somewhere. Plus, it has been exposed to 2 heavy rains. So I don't know if this is merely the components are wetted or if something more serious is going on. At any rate, I need to get it out of the woods. Now that presents some problems. You will notice this trailer ramp here. What you probably don't appreciate is that this height is nearly 3 feet on this end. Yeah. Guys, I can't push it up the ramp. And it was interesting to get the trailer in here anyway, because what I did was wind up putting a trailer hitch on another of my lawn tractors and towing it in over my trails. So I've got it in here and I've got it pointed in the right direction, but I have this 2.5 foot hump to push over to get it loaded into the trailer. And I'll show you how I have it hitched up to the trailer. What I have attached here is a 1 7/8 inch trailer ball on this piece of sheet metal. And this is a pressing. And it actually stamped forward. I don't know how or why or where I came by this. But perhaps you can see the ball now that I've lifted the trailer tongue. And of course, fits down on top and locks down just like you would a normal trailer fitting. Now it's only attached to relatively thin metal here and by one small bolt. So this is not going to take tremendous amount of pressure. This is for very low speed, short-term hauling with pressures on it in the measures in the hundreds of pounds. This is not something you want to put thousands of pounds of pressure on or use for a long time or haul for a long distance. But for moving a trailer around the yard or, you know, a few thousand yards on field trails like this, you know, it just does fine. And that's exactly what this little device was designed to do. And thus far it's worked very well. I've run it now perhaps, say 3/10 of a mile. That takes care of the tractor and trailer, but it says nothing about actually loading the tractor on the trailer. The weight and the connection of the tractor on the front of the trailer will keep the trailer hopefully from tipping up when I actually load the tractor on the back. But I still have to get it aboard. And to do that, I'm going to use a winch on my truck and a tripod. This is an ordinary game tripod used for skinning and cleaning game, and I've taken it down from my yard and moved it on here. I could sling a cable over a limb if I had one handy, but unfortunately there are none such, and so we're going to use the tripod instead. And so now we'll erect the tripod. The tripod is now firmly set. This is a lightweight portable tripod, but nonetheless is rated for 1,500 pounds, so the advertising said. And some of its features are that these legs are segmented and held by these pins here, so it doesn't take so much space. And it also has a ratchet and winch here in this hook. And what we're going to do is pass a cable through this hook and ultimately attach it to our lawn tractor back there. I'm going to use a smaller diameter cable. Now the downward pressure on this should only be on the order of 300 pounds. I'm not attempting to lift the whole weight of that lawn tractor. Just the force applied to pull it forward onto the trailer, which I would estimate to be about 300 pounds, which is well within the structural limits of this. So this shouldn't give us any problem. The winch on the truck is rated at much greater than that, so that shouldn't give us any problem. So we're going to rig our cable now. At this juncture, we have taken a thinner, slick cable, which is one I use to pull timbers with, but which will easily take pressures of, thousands of pounds or so. And I've secured it to the center front of the tractor. And where I attached it was at the hooked front brackets that would ordinarily hold the mower deck. This is directly in the front of the tractor. It's a very strong piece of steel firmly attached to the frame. And what I did, hooked a loop over it, took a wrap around it, then passed this line over the top and center. So as I pull, the whole thing will be cinched tight, plus pull directly from the center. And this way I don't have any problems with bending tie rods or front end connections or anything like that. You see the smaller cable is tiny compared to the main cable of the winch. And the reason I didn't use the main winch cable, it's possible that this would create so much friction on the hook that it would pull the tripod down. But the slick polymer coated smaller cable is not likely to do that. So now we're going to go back to the truck and get the process started. As you can see, things are starting pretty good. The line is being held in the tripod right here. The tractor is being pulled partly way up onto the trailer. That's working well. That front knot is holding and everything is looking good. This line is a little close to these limbs, but the tripod is holding the weight fine. Tripod is moving a little back here. So I'm going to set that leg a little bit over this way. Perhaps it will like that better. Okay. But we've got the front wheels just at the lip now. Loaded on the trailer. Now I'm going to take off the slack so we can unhook everything. Well, we have recovered our lawn tractor from the Georgia jungle. So I can hook it up now to my truck and take it down to my repair guy here in town tomorrow. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
Besides backyard deer hunting, I have other books, including Crossbow Hunting, Extreme Muzzleloading, Practical Bow Fishing, and a new series of muzzleloading e-books, including Muzzleloading for Hunters and Shooting and Maintaining Your Muzzleloader. I also have a new series of business books in the Profit series, the first of which is Ideas for New Businesses, and what follows is a little blurb about me and my ideas. Now, all this begs the question, why didn't you just pull it out with your other tractor? Well, because I didn't want to damage the transmission, and this was the safe way to move it. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 425 videos, go to my website, www.hoviesmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.